Hello, my Virgos. Hello, and thank you for coming. Thank you for viewing this. I'm so excited for your reading. It's just such a good reading. Let's let's get right on into it. Let's start with the overall energy. This is the Four Directions card, and this was pulled from the Native Heart Revealing Oracle by Melanie Ware. This is so great. Again, this is the Four Directions card. I normally don't go into it quite this much, but I'm going to for this card. This card talks about the four directions, which is the north, which is wisdom, the east, which is illumination, the south, which is innocence, and the west, which is introspection. Introspection. Apparently, I can't talk. This is just such a great card because it's so much about balance. And I feel like you're looking for balance in your life. Maybe you've been unbalanced in certain areas. And this is bringing that all back together for you in the next 2 weeks. So really great way to start off that energy. The other thing is that I love about this card is if we think about the chakras, and we think about the 7 chakras and all the different colors of the chakras, they're all in here. They're all in here, which is just this nice balance, which is wonderful. We also have, for overall energy, we do have the, excuse me, Chop Wood. This is from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. And this is a card that has many meanings, as they all do, but for this reading, Spirit is telling me that this is about a combined approach, which coincides right with the four directions. A combined approach to everything. So I think, again, this is really, really a good reading, or at least it's starting out that way. So let's go into the tarot. The first card that we have here is the Page of Swords, and this is mostly about, yes, you having the four directions, but making sure that you're grounded in each of them. Making sure you're not heavy in one area, light in another area. This is telling me, Spirit is telling me to make sure that you are very grounded. So maybe go outside. Bare feet in the grass is always a good thing for grounding. Just make sure you're not heavy in one area and less in the other. So let's move on here to, we have the World card in reverse, a major arcana. But this is a good thing. This is a good thing. This is you finding a new way of communicating with people. That's so off topic for what this card normally stands for, but this is what Spirit is telling me. Spirit is saying that you really need to make sure that you have this new way of communicating with people. Maybe in the past you were quick to judge, or maybe people were quick to judge you, but you're communicating much better now. Your words are clear, unlike mine. Unlike mine right now, which are not as clear as I would like them. All right, then we move on to the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is normally you're putting down burdens, but in this case, again, these cards have all different meanings in your reading. And in your reading, it is telling us that you have some personal closures with yourself. This definitely is a reading that is about you. So you're needing some closure, but not with other people, just with yourself. And you're doing that. You're laying down those burdens, those guilts that you shouldn't have to begin with, but for some reason you do. And that's going to take us right here to the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is really great because this is new opportunity to show yourself who you are authentically. Pentacles are earth energy. It's not, how does Spirit want me to say it? It's not faking it. You're being true to who you are, and you don't care what anybody else thinks about that. You are just going to be you, and you're good with that, and you'll be rewarded for that because it's a good thing, right? We should be our authentic selves. That's going to take us over here to the Two of Cups, and the Two of Cups is the best way to put this is equality. Equality is the word that I'm looking for. But funny enough, it's with yourself because you haven't been equal with yourself. You haven't given yourself the breaks. You haven't been able to say, it's okay, I'm human. You've really been harsh on yourself quite a lot. And this is telling you that you don't have to be harsh on yourself, that it's okay, that's all good. And you're going to come into this wonderful balance of appreciating who you are. And that, again, is going to take us to the King of Swords, which is one of my most favorite. The King of Swords is one of my most favorite because this is clarity and truth. This is your authentic self. This is you being you. This is, and I've had this a lot in a lot of the other readings too. I mean, there's just no BS going around right now. You're just you, and you don't give a you-know-what about what anybody else thinks. You're being you and your truth. And I think that's beautiful. I think it's really, really wonderful. And then that takes us to the, excuse me, again, I'm so sorry if I'm clearing my throat too much, to the Seven of Wands in reverse. And the Seven of Wands in reverse is, again, it's your clarity. It's your truth. You don't feel like you have to defend yourself. You're doing you, and that's how it should be. Leads us right into the Six of Pentacles. Another one of my favorite cards because the Six of Pentacles is about giving and receiving equally. What you give out there emotionally, you're getting back emotionally. I mean, yes, it could be finance. Again, this is a general reading, so it's going to resonate with everybody differently. But for me, it's more about emotions right now. And you're feeling like what you put out is what you're giving back. And almost in that kind of, oh, finally that's happening. And it is happening. So, again, really, really great. And then we have the Justice card. And the Justice card is so great. It's fairness. It's truth. It's anybody that was doubting you now sees you for the beautiful person that you are, including yourself. Including yourself is a big one because we're our own worst critics. So this is just beautiful, beautiful energy. And then we have the King of Wands in reverse. And the King of Wands in reverse is... well, the best way I can put this is that we had too high of expectations of self. Meaning we're not perfect, but we're striving to be perfect. You're striving to be perfect. There is no such thing as perfect. We're just doing the best that we can. And you're letting go of that. You're letting go of needing to feel perfect. Your expectations of yourself are coming back down to a more level-headed, okay, yes, I can do this. I shouldn't expect more from myself. This is so hard to say because of course you want to expect more of yourself and you want to push yourself. You want to do all those great things. But you're not a failure if you don't. That's exactly what Spirit's trying to tell me to say. Sorry, it took me a minute. You're not a failure if you don't meet your own expectations. You are not. Maybe that's just not your path. That's what Spirit's telling me. Maybe that wasn't your path. Now that's going to bring us right here to the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is very much in this reading, and I will specify in this reading, it's a reevaluation of yourself. It has many meanings, but again, in this reading, you're taking a look at who you are and recognizing the good that you are, recognizing the wondrous that you are, the beautifulness that you are, the amazingness that you are, and you're actually taking time to see that. Again, just a beautiful reading when it comes down to it. And then we have the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles is you being in balance. You haven't felt in balance for a long time. You're feeling balanced now. These next 2 weeks, again, you're just going to feel more and more right about everything. Not in an egotistical way, but in a way that just makes you realize how great you are. So again, wonderful reading, wonderful reading. And at the bottom of the deck, I couldn't even be more happy about this. You've got the sun. You've got the sun. You are feeling joy. You are expressing joy. Your life is joy. The next 2 weeks are going to be a big turnaround for you as far as joy goes. You're going to feel it. You're going to love it. You're going to embrace it. It's a good thing. Now, at the end of every reading, I always pull a Buddha wisdom card. And in this case, it coincides, right? It goes with it. Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. And that is you doing all of this work, been doing all of this work. Your words are not cheap. Your words are your words, and they are meaningful. So better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings you peace. I absolutely love that. So on that note, guys, sorry if I was a little tongue twisted. Spirit had me a little bit all over the place, but I cannot thank you enough, give you enough gratitude for coming and watching the video. If you're new to the channel, please, 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 of course, hit the like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you click on the little bell so you have notifications of new videos that are coming up. And my gratitude to you, because when you do that, that just tells Facebook that this information is valuable to you. And I want it to be valuable to you. So have a great rest of the September. All my love to you.